The Rebel Capitalist Show.
What type of advice can you give the average Joe or Jane just moving forward with what you see on a macroeconomic level and what's going on with politics and the Fed, but just to increase not only their standard of living, but maybe their financial situation, maybe not only survive, but thrive in this crazy world, and also increase their personal freedom? I mean, do you suggest maybe if you're in an urban area, going further out to the suburbs, maybe into a rural area, getting a second passport? What type of advice can you give for just the average person?
On the first one you said about moving out of densely populated areas, we wrote about this in the Trends Journal in February when this began. One of my sayings is, again, being a Bronx kid, when people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it.
They lose it,
and they're losing it big time. Violent crimes going up all around the world.
And the riots. I mean, we got riots and looting.
And it's going to get much worse. We have now in our Trends Journal, we have Brad Steiner doing pieces on survival. Brad Steiner is one of the top close combat guys and survivalists in America. He was I used to teach close combat. I had my school for many years. My teacher, John Perkins, not that John Perkins, another John Perkins. You could go look at attackproof.com. Brad Steiner was his teacher, and nobody would mess with John Perkins. So we're telling people, you better learn how to fight. And people break into my house, my business, they smash down the door, break down the window, I'll blow their brains out before they can blink an eye. I'm not going to ask a question. How dare you? What do I know if this person has in there what they're armed or not? So we recommend that people better learn how to use a gun and have a gun. Mm-hmm. We all go through ups and downs in lives. I had somebody that I trusted very, very dearly in business that screwed me big time. And as I'm going down, and I've been in my life, where maybe I drank too much or I did smoke, but I never inhaled. that shows you what crap we got. Remember that one? Anyway. So you ask me what people should do. Get in the best shape you can, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When I was going down, I doubled up on everything. I doubled up on my workouts. I doubled up on my diet. And I was in good shape anyway. I got in better shape. You get in better shape. You get in better shape. Get in better shape. Because when you get in better shape, your mind starts clearing out.
Yeah.
You're not worried about this other stuff. Look, you mentioned about obesity. The obesity rate in America, 42%. 42%. We were kids. There were a couple of heavy kids. You go back to the 1969, those pictures of Woodstock. Everybody's thin. You had a couple of heavy people. But now, one of my sayings is, that expression, pigs can't fly? You been to the airport lately?
Yeah.
Look what the people look like.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's bringing you down. You're not happy. And this is costly, by the way. It costs all of us. Your habit costs all of us if you're not taking care of yourself and you're becoming obese. We're paying for that. The facts are there. One of our top trends for 2019 was Ready to Explode, talking about how big 70% of America is overweight. Of that 70%, 42. The cost of that is astronomical.
Yeah.
So I want to have a fat tax. The more you weigh, the more you pay. Why should I pay for it?
That's a good one. You got to get it on a scale every year, April 15th.
So to ask me what to do, that's the first thing you do. You get in the best shape you can. And number two, I don't give advice, but by our track record, I call the Gold Bull Run on a trend alert on June 6, 2019, when it was $1,332 an ounce.
Okay.
In June, when silver was at $1,750, I said, now it's ready to spike. It's now at around $27. It's gone up $10 in a month and a half. So for me, it goes back to your hat with the Fed. It's digital trash, backed by nothing and printed on nothing. And they're going to keep pumping it into the system to artificially prop up the governments. And it's global. The emerging markets are submerging. They're deep in debt. The dollar's now going down. The dollar's now at a 2-year low. The dollar was up 33% from 2011. Even with the dollar going up, it just started going down in the last few months. Gold prices were going up. Gold prices were going up even when the dollar was up. And now the dollar's going down. The dollar's going to go down because they're going to keep pumping more and more money in. So what's going up now? Oh, the euro. Oh, yeah, I'd want euros because I love negative interest rates. They're terrific. I'll buy a 30-year bond and get less than what I paid for it. Why would anybody buy euros?
Same thing with the yen.
What?
Same thing with the yen.
Exactly. Negative yields.
Yep.
Now you look at the Turkish lira. Oh, it's just hit another all-time low. And one country after another. The dollar is only even where it is because the other ones are so weak. And they're all going to go down. Oh, no, the ECB has a plan on how to save it. Yeah, shove it. So, again, guns, gold, and a getaway plan. GC's 3 Gs.
Yeah, and get healthy.
That is what you have to, that's number one. You're number one. You got to take care of yourself. You have to build yourself to the highest level. And the other thing that people need to do is, just as eating junk food destroys your body, devouring junk news on the Cartoon News Network, on MSNBC, CBS, ABC, NPR, BBC, all of them, just as junk food destroys your physical health, junk news destroys your mental health. Stay away from it. Don't go near it. And to me, is to stand up for your freedom.